To get started, you want to take your 4 cords and match up the ends and then pull out a few inches and tie a temporary knot. And once you've done that, you can take your board and then attach your cords to the top of the board. And then you want to arrange your cords so that your longest cords are on the outside and your shortest cords are in the centre. And then you want to clip your shortest cords to the bottom of your board. So I'm going to start the pattern with a few square knots. So I want to take this cord over the ones in the centre, and then this cord over that cord, and then pull through. And to complete the square knot, I'm going to go underneath the cords in the centre and then underneath here and then pull through. And just do the same thing again, and you can repeat these knots for as many as you want before you start the main part of your pattern. So once you've done as many square knots as you want to begin with, you can remove the cords from the bottom of the board, and then you want to take one of your cords at the side and clip this to the board, and then you want to take the closest cord from the centre and you want to go over the top and then pull through. And then to complete your knot, you want to go underneath and pull through. And then you want to take your 2 cords that you haven't worked and do the same thing again, but just a mirror image this time. So taking your cord from the centre, go over the top and pull through, and then underneath and pull through. And then you can return your cords to the position that they were in to begin with and clip these ones to the bottom of the board, and then do a few square knots to hold these cords in place. You can do as many or as few as you want here. So I've done 3 square knots after this section, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. Remove the shortest cords from the bottom of the board, take one of the outside cords and clip that, and then take the closest cord from the centre and again go over and pull through, and then under and pull through, and then do a mirror image of that at the other side. And then just return your cords to their original position by clipping the centre cords to the bottom of the board and doing your square knots to secure them in place. And you want to keep repeating these 2 steps until you've got your bracelet as long as you want it to be. So once you've got the bracelet as long as you want it, you can remove the clip from the bottom of the board, and then you just want to separate your cords into 3 sections. So one will have 2 cords in it and the rest will just be 1. And you just want to do a braided tie-on end. And once you've got your braided fastening as long as you want it, you can tie a knot in the end of all the cords. You want to pull your knot nice and tight, and then you can trim off any excess. Now I'm going to use a lighter to seal here, but you could use glue if you prefer. And once you've finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. So now you just want to try on your bracelet. And that is your completed macrame bracelet.